Let's see if anyone comes in, because she says she's not coming on for long, but there's something I just wanted to say. Hi Fifth World, I'm not coming on for long, I'm going to do it tomorrow, but I'll just come on for a little bit because I went to a party with my youngest and he was sick. Hi, I don't think he's ill, even though there is a sick bug going about. He went to a party, had a load of chocolate and stuff, you know, not the normal food, he had all the sweet stuff, and he's been jumping around on a trampoline and then he threw up. So the stuff that I was going to take pictures of for a certain cartoon I want to go through, I haven't done it, so I'm going to have to do it tomorrow or something. Oh, but I'll call you M and Fifth and Tapper. So I'm going to do it tomorrow because I just haven't had time since I've been out at this party. I didn't realise I was going to a kids' party, and then little legs being sick, and then getting him home, and then I thought I haven't done the stuff, so I'll probably do it tomorrow in the day or in the afternoon, and then come on tomorrow night instead. Hi, Empathic Awakened. Hi, Rachel. Hi, John Kennedy. So it was really about, I'll show you some of them, but I just can't do the other stuff till tomorrow. Hi, Mark. I've had a lot of synchronicities matching up to tarot card readings for myself, you know, looking at what others were saying, and I'm like, oh my God. Someone talking about Pisces and the cosmic web, which I was talking about the other day. I'll show you what I pulled out today, and it was for me. But just loads of weird things happening, like dreams that I had last night, stuff like that, which I'll tell you more about tomorrow. I'll just go through a little bit of it. So I go to this party, and I'm sat there, and and last night was great. Emma and everyone who came in. Fifth, I will get that sorted so you can come in. That was a bummer. Dolly, that page and one so. Oh, I didn't know who it was. I was like, oh, who is it? What was that? Who said yesterday? Was that you? Did Sucks? And I wanted to address a comment yesterday that I saw. I don't know if it was you. Hi, Tree Hugger Dave, and I'm matching up to that. The woman I was watching this morning. You liked what I said. I know you know her because you were in there, and I was like, "Wait, Dave's in there." Hang on, I need my phone to watch what I was actually looking at. And all on the lines of the organic ascension that we are is just totally making sense now to all the pack some people are putting out there. I know Dave was in there, Tree Hugger Dave, so I know you'll know who I was talking about. Don't believe naughty behavior. Yeah, I don't think it's anyone's fault. It's just people are getting really confused with a load of stuff that's going on. Yeah, you said that yesterday. Well, it's not that. It's well, I don't know who it was who said something about Q. Someone put in a comment, this isn't getting at the person who said it. Oh, I'm onto Q, but you've made some really outlandish, claims. And, last year, because I was talking about JFK Jr., when I thought he was going to come out, that's just speculation. I said that yesterday. That was my speculation, because we were reading the Q drops as if it was last year. All the shit that's going down. There was the things that went down last year is going down this year. It was for people to catch up with the breadcrumbs, and they matched dates with this year. So, they were my speculations, and that's what I said anyway. And outlandish, well, world's a crazy place, people. So I'd rather be outlandish than not open my gob about anything. So history, that was just saying that wasn't getting at anyone. If anyone watches the channel, and I love her because she's outspoken, she's just the way she is. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It was Quirky Cosmo. I woke up this morning, she was on, I was listening to her half asleep, and I think Tree Hug Dave was in there, so you know exactly what I mean. There's one called about we are pregnant and about to birth Christ consciousness, but she did one this morning, well I caught it this morning, on power is truth, and she's talking about the truth and things, and I'm just like, yes, and she's talking about certain things, and I'm like, yes, that's brilliant. You want to go and listen to Magenta Pixie, who's just put a video up today for superstates versus independence. She's talking about the organic ascension. Things, we're winning with Brexit, we've won already, like I said, as above so below. When it's manifested up there, it has to come to the physical. That's what's happening around the world. So our timeline is moving for the better. Is Dave in? Oh, I thought you said Dave was in. Because it has to, because it's already done. And that's why things are changing. She was talking about because of the star seeds. We're star seeds. You're star seeds. All the people who are talking truth, even if you don't know you're talking about it, are bringing this in because it's all like the positive energy of it. Everything's about energy. That's why Trump said the other day on the, I know it was a bit choppy yesterday, on the Roseanne Old show where Trump came on when he was younger, talking about when he rebuilds the buildings beautifully, and it's all about energy, and money's energy, and everything's energy. Of course it is. We've already manifested this. People from way back, people now, people who talk truth. It's a vibration, it's a tone, all that good stuff, but I'll probably talk about that again tomorrow. You did that. Yeah, I like Quirky Cosmos. I have been watching it, and it's just funny how you see people matching up with, and you'll see people in chat, and I was just like, wow. That's where the synchronicities and the, you know, when I say you end up on someone's channel because you're listening at the right time going, she's just saying like how I think. She's just saying how I think, like, wow. Mother pregnant, I think it was Quirky Cosmos healing. Yeah. So that was all brilliant. And then you've got Magenta Pixie going on about super states versus, it was just brilliant. She's saying it's magic, it is. And that's why I said people laugh as above, so below. What you manifest above does come to the physical. So they can push out what they want all over. Oh, it's not happening in mainstream media. We know it is. That's why people can chill out a little bit. But it's like she said, and I've said, you've still got to be aware. You've still got to keep doing the work. No sitting back. You've still got to keep doing the work. So I just wanted to put out there, but I'll probably talk about it more tomorrow because, like I said, I'm going to chill out in a bit because little Legs has been sick and I haven't got the pictures to show you because I was out. So then I'll tell you about my dream and stuff tomorrow, but it did have a turtle in it. No, I'll tell you now quickly. I'll redo it tomorrow. I had a dream. I wrote in my book. Let me go and get my book because that's why I have a little notebook on me when things come in my head. I was listening to Laura Eisenhower the other day when I said I was listening to her, and she said something about Jupiter, and I thought, yeah, the film, what is it? What's the film called? Rising Jupiter, Jupiter Rising? Is it Jupiter Rising? Are we not from is Jupiter something to do with us? Are we? Oh, what's the word? I wrote it down in here. She said something about where like the Jupiterians versus the Saturnians, the Saturn. And I thought, that film's really good and interesting as well. If anyone gets what I'm saying about Jupiter, because I believe, and I think Fifth said something the other day, I think Jupiter has rings. They just make out it's just Saturn. It's like, yeah, I love what you said about Jupiter ruling. Yeah, we're the Jupiterians, and Laura Eisenhower said this, and they're the Saturnians. It's like we're versus them, you know. And see this picture that I'm painting. I know the face isn't in properly. Dark hair reminds me of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Do you know what the Seven Dwarfs are? What are the Seven Dwarfs called? I can't even remember. Hi JP, what are the Seven Dwarfs in the cartoon, in the story? What are they called in Snow White? Grumpy? Was it Dopey? Anyone remember? Grumpy, Dopey? Is it Happy? Come on, help me out, I can't even remember. Grumpy, Dopey? Sleepy. Is that Dopey? Was it Dopey or was it Sleepy? Grumpy, Sleepy? Here we go. We here in the now are the ones holding the grid keeper. We're to Stargate. We're opening the Stargates. Entire solar system in the universe. Yeah. Fred there, yeah. Talking about Fred's the other day. We're the Stargates people. When I said the other day it all aligns, and I think that's what Quirky Cosmic said, because we're all lining up with the same things but different words, is, well, let me see, Doc, yeah, let me just write that down. Doc, grumpy, happy, sleepy, sneezy. Oh, and it was dopey and bashful, was it? Right, thank you, Mark. I'll go back into that in a minute. So, hi, Anne. So, when I said everything's in alignment, when I did that big picture of your vibration going, listen, when everything's in alignment, on the right timeline, in alignment with the positive energy, the tone, the frequency, whatever you want to call it, we open the stargates. It's the stargate for this manifestation to come in of sovereignty, unity that we want for the world. Like I was saying the other day, that's what's happening. We are the stargates. Also, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is to do with the 7 planets. And each planet holds energies for our body and different things. But I'm not going into all that now because I might talk a bit more on it tomorrow. Because also when I flip this old book open of astrology, and I showed you the picture the other day of the Tree of Life, which is, find it. This one, Tree of Life, 7 planets. They all match up to, guess what it says? Are you ready for this one? The Tree of Life, the branches contain the 7 wonders of the world, which are linked with the 7 planets of traditional astrology. 7 wonders of the world, 7 traditional planets, 7 days of the week that are sort of named after the planets in the sky, aren't they? If anyone gets what I'm saying. So, yes, it is to do with as above, so below, and those energies. And like I said the other day, when them energies come in, that's why we feel different things. And there is a part in these timelines of when certain energies come in, that a gate opens. You want to call it a stargate or whatever, for this energy to flow in and manifest. And that's why all this stuff's happening, and it's fantastic and it's brilliant. So like I said, you can check who did I just say out? Quirky Cosmos, she's saying that as well. Resonate with what you will. And Magenta Pixie doing the one on Brexit. You just listen to that all the way through about Brexit versus, what did I say she did this morning? She did Magenta Pixie, you need to listen to the way she's explaining it. That's why I said we all know in different ways, but we all explain it different, but it's still all the same thing, and it all makes sense. You need to watch all of it, because it was 20 hours ago, Super State versus Independence, and she'll tell you about the magic and why it's all coming in, and not to worry too much, but you've still got to do the work. It is coming into the physical manifestation, and she even mentioned Trump. She never used to mention the politics sides, but she said, I said this weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, Trump is the manifestation of what people have been putting out there. I don't mean he came from nowhere. We know where he came from, as in, he was from, New York and all the stuff that he's done with buildings and stuff like that, but he's what's had to come in, because something had to come in, somebody had to come in the physical side of things, of a manifestation, and it's him. I said this before, it's him. She said it so beautifully, so please check out Magenta Pixie and the whole Super State versus Independence, Brexit, blessings, people, which is to do with the world, because it is the wall in America, it is the yellow vests in France and all that. And she even explains the whole thing with, the reason why it's coming in is even the people who don't want out of Brexit, because they don't know what's going on, and that's what she's saying, being aware, they're not aware of the stuff we're aware of, but still they want unity, because they want to be part of the EU, but they're not realising what part. We don't want the dodgy government. We want to be with the people and unite with the people all over the world. We want to go on holiday there. We love the EU, that the people, like they love us and all over, but not that side. So because even though they don't know they're manifesting it, because they still want unity, even though they don't know about the bit that they've been sort of voting or not voting for. And then there's us that know about it, that are manifesting it. So it's still coming together. It has to. It's the timeline of what's happening, and it has to happen this way. So Jump Evolved. Yes, so please watch that. If you've never gone over to Magenta Pixie's channel, please go and listen to the whole of what she did, because it makes total sense. It's what I've been saying as well, like, yeah, you can meditate, and you're putting this out there even if you don't know, and if you're in a good vibration and a positive mode, it's all about the positive energy. It will happen, you know, but we have to keep still doing the work. That's why I've always said, as above, so below. She talks about the magic. If people don't know, some planets, I don't know what planet is or planets, move around and they make a perfect pentacle shape in the sky. When it's reversed, it's deceit. When it's the right way up, it's not. That's why they're going about it's evil and this, that and the other, and it isn't. It is. And after that is the universal rose. Makes the shape of a universal rose, the geometric shapes, which is love, which is, I drew today just out of my head, because I was like, well, if you've got a star and you draw around it, it's like a pentagram, isn't it? That's probably why they have the pentagon, but for their, you know, dark side of it. And then we're like a star, because we have a head, you know, 2 arms and legs, the star shape, when we're like this. If you draw the points, it's a star. Then if you draw around that and go off the sides and keep building out, it turns into a rose. That's what popped in my head. Anyway, but I will talk about this more tomorrow, because it totally makes more sense to me. Then I go and open this book this morning on page 77. This is all just flowing in. 77. Oh, and because I listen to songs when they just pop in my head randomly, and I'm speaking fast because I need to get this out, the songs that came into my head today were I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain, what a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. Because I was in the sun this morning feeling happy, but we are little raindrops in a vast ocean, and it's all coming together, and there's more of us than there is of them. Little raindrops, but all together we are stronger. We are the storm. We're coming. We're here. We're coming. We are the storm. Trump said the storm. Boom. And another song I was singing was, just popped into my head. You ready for this? Because I haven't heard this song for ages, and it just popped in. Are you ready? Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Whatever the rest of that song is, but that's the bit that came in, just that bit. Ain't no stopping us now. Just like you said, can't stop it. It's like a snowball, it gets bigger and bigger. You can't stop it, it's an avalanche. Ain't no stopping us now. We're in the move. We're in the whatever. What's Empathic Awakened saying? That ain't happening. What's not happening? What's not happening? Oh, it's happening all right. Then yeah, just write random things down. Man is the logic. That's why they're always like, blah, 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 blah. Women are the divine, like, it's like we're all divine, but just saying they're more like the mystical, it's like, that's why the feminine's coming in. But it is the male as well. It is the male as well. I had a dream quickly this morning. I remembered a bit of it, right? I was like, I don't get it. Right, the dream goes, of what I can remember, I was somewhere doing some sort of volunteering, you know, when you go for a walk, and there was a kid with a piece of paper. Now, then it turned into a questionnaire, and I had to guess what he'd put on this questionnaire. But the answers were drawn above, and it was really weird. And the thing that popped up was a turtle. He'd drawn a turtle. I can't remember what the question was, but he drew a turtle, so I drew a turtle. And Jupiter. One of his answers was Jupiter, and I was like, right. Okay, that's maybe thinking of Jupiter ascending. And I was looking at some other stuff, and I was like, right, so I don't really know what that was about, but I just thought I'd stick that out there. But then I've been talking about, Quirky Cosmos was saying, that was what she was saying, Pisces means grace. I'm a Pisces. Jupiter returning. We returning to Jupiter. Jupiter energy's returning to us. If the divine speaks to you, it speaks through you. That was beautiful. What was she saying as well? Come across to the... It was just talking about alignments, transcending. Oh, that was Magenta Pixie as well, because I was watching both. Transmuting, I've talked about that. Lead to gold. I had the colours today, gold and green, which makes me think of Gaia, but the golden age of light. Lead, the density of this earth, lead density going to gold. That came in. DNA, she was saying about DNA, carbon base, and MSM, and the fears of the reptilian fears, aren't they? It's all about fear. And where the organic, like I was saying the other day, watching all these people after I've said stuff and they're saying the same things, like, it's brilliant. See, we're on the same timeline, people. And I was saying, like I said the other day, and she said the same thing, your pain is the experiences in the contracts that you made. We know that. I know I had a contract with who I was with before to go through that pain because it's learning. And if you don't learn from it, it makes you strong as well. You'll keep getting it. It'll keep knocking you on the head till you get it, until you look at yourself at why. But I will be talking about this tomorrow. So I'll have a look more in my book tomorrow, because I don't know what I scribbled down, but I've scribbled quite a lot down. Like, oh yeah, like I think she was saying, Magenta Pixie was saying, it's just a quick one. Hi, was about, and we know this because I was saying this the other day, it's organic. She was saying, what was it? The earth and the nature and the natural is the consciousness, the truth alignment, vitality, wisdom, and endurance. The divine is light, let it shine through you. Let it shine through you, stand up in truth. So I'll go through that more tomorrow, because I am rushing a bit, because I just need to go and chill out. Like I said, I didn't get much done today and he's not been well. But I opened this book this morning, and because I've been talking about the ascension, and I'm a Pisces and stuff, I just thought it was really funny that I opened this book and it opened on page 77. I just thought, oh, I'll just read what it says on page 77. And it said, and I was like, oh, it just made me laugh. Are you ready for this? I just randomly looked in the middle because it was going on about different star signs, and it said, and I looked for mine, and it said, are you ready for this? And just let me show you something, because then you might get it a little bit more, which I thought was really funny. This is an old book, by the way. Right. Been carrying on doing my blanket. It's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. I'm doing my blanket with wool. Yeah, I've been buying wool. You all know that. Couldn't stop laughing at this. Are you ready for this? It went 7 sisters as well. 7 sisters. The 12th sign, Pisces. 12th sign, Pisces corresponds to the ascension into heaven. I was like, oh, what I'm always talking about. You know, we're talking about this, the shift, the whatever. Into heaven. And then it says, this is what I laughed at, which should comfort those Pisceans who have been told by popular books of astrology that they are just a lot of wool gatherers. Yeah, well, that's probably true, really, isn't it? Wool gatherers. Yeah, the modern books that don't tell the truth, saying that we're all, we are dreaming all that, hence my YouTube channel's called Dolly Daydream. But I was like, I've just opened an older book, and what's it saying there? Pisces corresponds to the ascension into heaven, which should comfort those Pisceans who have been told by popular books of astrology that they are just a lot of wool gatherers. I was like, oh, funny how I just opened the book on that page. So that was good. Then, oh, where is it? Oh, it's here. I was sat in the garden this morning in the sun before I went to this party. That's why I'm tired and haven't done anything, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. So hi, anyone who's just come in. Could be gatekeepers. We are. I decided to open this box because I've not had this box out for ages, and I'm trying to get back into all this. It's called Shadowscape Tarot, and it's a beautiful deck like this. And I'll just show you some of the pictures. They're very like the King of Cups. Ooh, I've just opened it on the King of Cups, Neptune. I'm a Pisces, fish, water. And it's the cups, which is water, emotions. That's what I am. There's my King of Cups right there. King of Cups. Oh, there's the turtles. You know, the turtles I was drawing this morning. Jupiter. I'm sure that some people say, they say Neptune, was Neptune Jupiter or Neptune, I don't know what that thing is, but it's just funny, as it's meant to be my ruling planet. And I was like, oh. No half measures for LA, wool gathering, then I'm doing it in style. Well, yeah, but, you know, got my little spirit wool there, it's really nice, getting along with my blanket. And then, you know, it's the traditional tarot, but obviously beautiful pictures like the tower, and they're just beautiful, fairy-fied, you know, gorgeous. So I decided to pull a few cards out on myself. Hi Dave, how are you? When we sing, both parts of our brain vibrate. Yeah, if we sing in a prayer, right? Yeah, we are the starseeds. And when I was talking about the other book the other day, this one, the ones who stand up in the truth and the light and love, even if you don't know you're doing it sometimes, you are a starseed. The crystals, starseeds from the Pleiades. Yeah. Anyway, I decided to open this, and I'm going to read you what I pulled out, and I was like, wow. I did show it this morning because I wanted to show you there and then. The first one that I pulled out was, I pulled a couple out, the star, and I've been talking about stars. I don't know if you can see the picture, but the star, right? So I'm going to leave that one to last. But I also pulled out Page of Cups, which is water, emotions, and I'm a Pisces. This was for me, by the way, so I'm going to read you. Also, this came out, which reminded me of the picture in the Christos book the other day, when there was a girl in the background, like we say, Matt looked a bit like Sophia. Can you see? It's a woman. She looks a bit Native American Indian, sort of. She's walking on water. Above, the water's above, and the water's below, with turtles. Again, got this turtle thing going on. I think I need a necklace with a little turtle on. And then the other one was that I'm going to read out. You'll never guess which one it was. 8 of Pentacles, yet again. Weaving that web. We are the web weavers. We are bringing it back. Like I said the other day. So I'm going to read these out, and then I'm going to go. And then the thing that I was going to do today, because I'm breaking down a certain cartoon, and I'm not telling you what it is, a Disney cartoon, and I'm going to try and get the pictures. And it's not Snow White, what I just said before, because that was just saying Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, 7 traditional planets. Sleepy, dopey, grumpy energies. So I'm going to go through them, like, I'm leaving the star till last. I'm going to put that one and then the web. So we'll do the Page of Cups. I'm going to read this out from the book because I wanted to read their beautiful words of it. So let's see. This was a reading for myself. So this is done differently, so I'm going to have to find it. And it's just funny because the cups is watery, emotional. It's to do with love as well, but I am a Pisces, so I'm not surprised it's watery. Water element. So hang on a minute. After I've done this, I'm just going to come in chat for 10 minutes and see how you all are, but especially Dave. Let me find the... And the illustrations in these books are brilliant, so I can show you the bigger picture in the book of what I'm looking at. Right, here it is. So we've got the Page of Cups, which is this beautiful picture. Yeah, so it looks like she's sitting in contemplation, which it is what it says. So, she dwelled down, though the waves, seeking to be alone and to find a peaceful place to contemplate her own thoughts. A bit like the hermit sort of thing. She brings a cup with her. It brims with the... Let me show you the picture. It brims with the It brims with the captured essence of sunlight from the world so high above her own. It contains the tiny sparks and flashes that have drifted down to the seabed in bits of golden, or in the stray shaft of sunlight that manages to pierce through the fathoms. All of that is distilled into the precious contents held in her hands. She lifts the cup from underneath her face. She feels that remembered warmth of the sun kiss upon the wave tops. The heat spirals out through the water with tendrils of peace and tranquility. The radiance sparks her thoughts and her imagination. She feels her mind to be set adrift, and her vision fills with dreams of the fantastic. Of course I do. The Page of Cups is sentimental. She is a true romantic at heart. I am a true romantic at heart. And in a world that is filled with so much noise and bustle, she longs for the time and space to be simply breathe and to truly take in the pleasures that abound. She listens to the still voice from deep inside that speaks with understanding and intuition, and she longs to believe in the impossible. I believe in the impossible. So I wanted to show you that one. So that was that one. Then we'll go back into the Eight of Pentacles, but we'll see what this book says, because this is what I talked about the other day. We know what this is, but I will reread it out of again because it came out. So let me find it. Gotta find the... Oh, there it is. There's the bigger picture in the book. You know, weaving that web. So let's see what this one says. With diligence and patience, the spider crafts her gossamer web. Dawn dusks, a ray of dewy stars across the threads. Weaver, weave a pattern. Weave a dream, a summer musk. Weave the drape of autumn dusk. Weaver, weave a fate. Weave a life's frail. Anchored, and I think it says anchored. Oh, sorry, yeah, anchored line. Weave the pale moon's waxing signs. Weaver, weave a web. Craft each silky precious thread. Artists. Artists. Inhabitations shed. Spider works hard. She weaves a web through the night, each thread placed with care to create a pattern. All about the patterns as well. At once beautiful and built for a purpose, it is like a meditation. An intricate dance with 8 legs. Spin, step, step, hold, place, thread, twist and step and repeat. The Eight of Pentacles embodies a craftsman, someone possessing great patience and who is attentive to details. It is a call to be absorbed in a project, seek out knowledge and pursue a higher understanding, but this must be done with practical experience, using one's hands and body and mind to create. This is often what is required to achieve success, a practical application of intellect and skill to a task to see through to the finish, which is what we're doing. And then this one, I just love this one, as we've always talked about Sophia, as we've always talked about the Queen of Cups, water sign again. We've said about the waters above and the waters below. Look what she's doing. She stood on the waters above and there's waters below with the turtles again. It's a woman. So let's read this one out. Cups again. So, like I said, water. There she is. Sophia. So, I'm just saying. The very being of the Queen of Cups is a creative nexus. She is poetry in motion, imagination incarnated. She can dance upon the swells of the ever-shifting, ever-changing seas, in unison with the dance of life that engages all of the world and its creatures around it. Be like water. She heeds her intuitions and follows her heart. She listens to the whispers of the stars, for she knows they are much wiser than any being on this earth. They have witnessed the world from when the seas were young. Through her steps seem random and impulsive, she relies upon a deep-seated knowledge. She draws her strength from the vast abyss of the ocean, the ancients and the deeps. The sea turtles again. I need a turtle as a necklace. I need to get a turtle. The wise ones of the ocean. They come swimming up to join her in a joyous celebration. The world that they jointly move in is like a dream. Everything is fluid. Don't we always say that? One element melding into the next. It is shifting landscapes of the subconsciousness, overlapping with the material being of reality. Well, we have said this. This is the essence of creation and artistic expression. I read this for myself. Guided by instinct, she is attuned to the overworld and finds joy in the communication of kindred spirits. For someone else who did possess a comprehension of her synchronicity, which I've had loads, I was going to tell you about that today, but I'll probably tell you more about that tomorrow. A misstep from her position would mean a plunge into the unfathomable depths, but not so for the Queen of Cups. She dances on, embraced by the endless azure ocean and heavens, and there the sea meets the sky. There is no seam. There is no seam. I was like, yes! And then the last one I'm going to read is The Star. The Star. I keep going on about stars, so let's read The Star and then I'll come in for chat for 10 minutes. So, The Star, right at the beginning somewhere. This book's a very beautiful book. The Star, the Star, the Star. One star. Star. Positivity. When I actually find it. Come on. Come on, star. Right. Hiding. This book's really not set out. Let me see if I can find it. Come on. There it is. Star. Probably can't see it properly, but I'll read this one out. The star is... Silver gilded footsteps glide on silver flowing streams, with the silver glowing starlight etching night in silver seams. There is no sun, there is no moon, in the hushed stillness of the blackest night, only a trail of stars glitters like a fortune in diamonds. I haven't even read this yet. A fortune in diamonds upon the velvet carpet of the sky. The river of the Milky Way pours across the heavens in a cascade of starry pinpricks, and she comes dancing down that lane to where the celestial river runs. I was talking about rivers the other day. To the silver etched earthly waters. Water and earth and air become a single element in her presence. Walk on one, swim through the other. It matters not which. They are as she wills them to be. She dances and her feet are so light. There is but the barest disturbance of ripples upon her watery dance floor. She dances the dance that the stars have choreographed in their millennia of gazing down on earth. It is their silent homage to the burning spirit they have witnessed. It is the dance, and that's just gone through me. Woo, I just got like tingle. Homage of the burning spirit that they have witnessed. It is the dance and flow of human life, condensed into a pure essence of painful beauty. It is hope made into a visual form. She stretches and strains, sways and arches, leaps to impossible heights in time to a tempo that beats in the silent pulses of the stars above. A cascade of river droplets sprays from her. Talking about droplets, if you like. Whirling from where each droplet falls, a flowery tendril slowly sprouts. She dances tirelessly through the night, inhuman and yet embodying humanity in her very being. When the glow of dawn touches an eastern sky, she clasps her silvery cloak tight. There is a sudden wearingness to her eyes, but it is edged with triumph as well. She steps up the slowly furling carpet of the Milky Way, back to her sister stars in the night, where they gleam and wait for the next true night to dance again. I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. We're all little star seeds, little stars shining the light. I don't know if you can actually see that. There's a woman in the middle with fishes floating around. So I just thought they were beautiful and just made total sense. And I just thought I'd share you with it because that's card reading I did for me in the garden this morning, and they came out and I thought I'd share them with you. I just think they were really nice. Also, when I was at this kids' party today, and that's why I'm not coming on, like I said, because I haven't took some pictures of what I was going to do because little one's been sick at the party, I did think I would, I was sat it is a synchronicity for you. I was sat next to someone who I've met before, but I've not seen her for a while. And my real name's Janine, and she's called Janine, and the nickname's Nini, and one of my nicknames is Nini. We were like, hi, and we've always got on with each other, and always been like, yeah, we're always on the same wavelength. But, and she's my best friend's, like, husband's brother's wife, so I don't know her that well, but when I've met her, we've got on, and we were sat there and we were talking about things. She went, oh, are you okay? I went, oh, yeah, I'm talking about all these so-called conspiracies, and I love Trump, you know. And she went, what? And then she turned around, she went, oh my God, she went, we love Trump as well. She went, we love Trump. I said, what do you think about Brexit? She went, we want to leave. She went, I don't know what everyone's going on about. I said, what do you think about Tommy Robinson? She went, we love Tommy Robinson. She went, they lie about him, don't they? I went, yes they do. So on the same wavelength, and I went, there you go. And she went to her husband, she went, come over here. She went, listen to this. She went, tell her. She went, oh yeah, we love Trump. And then she went, my kids over there, I think they were 19 and 21 or something like that. They love Trump. She went, she's going in the RAF, and they've said, oh, you know, this girl's got a different way of thinking. I went, oh, they'll be watching her if she's got a different way of thinking. And her son's all into these memes and everything. I went, does he know about Q? So she shouted him over, and he went, yeah, I've heard of it. I was like, you've heard of it, brilliant. And I thought, wow. Well, you just don't know who knows, do you? Because you don't like opening your mouth, because some people don't like Trump or Tommy. I went, oh no. I said, I talk about it on YouTube. So I give her my, she could be watching now, I don't know. So if you are there, Janine, hi. But yeah, I said, you come and watch me. I said, some of the stuff you might think's a bit whack. But I said, yeah, we love the Trumpster. So it was good. And then Finn decided to throw up, so I had to come home. So I just sort of got that out very quickly then, because I want to go and chill out. You glad you gave up drinking? Yeah, I don't really drink, so I think I had one glass while I was there, because everyone was like, I don't really drink, you know what I'm like? Oh, the little one not feeling. I don't know if he's not well. He was eating a lot of chocolate and stuff and an ice lolly, and then he went on a trampoline, so I think he just got everything, and then he was sick. But it was bedtime by the time he got in anyway. If she says no, I might. You can't. You can't, right? What we all talking about? If she says no, who says no? Who's saying no? Oh, Nini, will you marry me? Oh, what, LA Taylor, you're going to marry me if I say no? We've got middle class mama. Hi. Are you new? Oh no, I think I've seen you before. Hi. But yeah, I don't know. Jumbly tummy, I get that. Yeah, he was on a trampoline, you know, ice cream and chocolate, and then he was like, bleh. I was like, oh no. So, but yeah, I've just had so many synchronicities going on. So many, like talking to you about stuff and then going, oh, I'll just, you know, YouTube channel comes up. I'm like, oh my God, they've said this exact same thing, especially spiritual people, you know, which is awareness of what's going on. And I just sort of want to say, I'll repeat myself tomorrow because I'm probably not going to get it out because I'm not looking at my book that I've wrote down, but the ascension is organic. They've tried to stop us, like chemtrails and all that. It's all to good things, bad things, whatever's going on. It's all to dumb us down, like we know, to stop us from the organic, organic ascension, which is awareness, which is coming into alignment with all the energies that were there before, the pineal gland working properly, to, you know, the consciousness and all that. It's just all that. It's all the beautiful stuff. But like I said, if you listen to Magenta Pixie, the video she's just put out about Brexit and that, and listen to the whole thing of she's saying about, you know, the energies and Darcy's and all this stuff, you will fall in love with what she said, because this is what we've been talking about. But we've still got to keep talking about it, because putting that vibration out there, it's got to keep people positive, because there's a lot of people out there who aren't aware of what's really going on behind mainstream media, you know, or so they're in fear. Even the Brexit thing that's going on, like she says in that as well, which we know, the people, high astral thief, anyone who's coming, is the people who are the sleeping, the sheeple that we say, you know, the words that we use. They're the ones that are watching stuff like that. So they're getting in fear and getting angry. It's about bubbling your energy up. It's about getting you angry. It's about putting you in fear. All that side of the upside down pentagram, I should say, sorry, is the fear mongering. Is, like I said, planets go around the sky, whatever planet is, and it makes a perfect, when it travels, it makes a perfect pentagram in the sky, 5-star shape, which we are. Like I said, if you put your arms out and your legs out, we sort of make a star shape. The right way up is earth, air, fire and water and spirit. That's what we're all made up of. The other way around is wrong. It's carbon. And that's another thing about carbon, is the cartoon that I'm going to look at tomorrow, and I put carbon and diamond, I'm going to go through that and do my little spin on it. I'm not going to tell you what cartoon it is yet. Mark of the Beast. Just a little clue there. But I woke up this morning with it in my head thinking, oh my God. That's how I see it. I was like, oh, so I'm going to take pictures of it because it'll be a bit of fun, and I'll just put my spin on it of the way I feel about it. And this is another thing, feeling, your feelings of something. If you have a dream, because dreams are coming back in, mine are coming back a lot more, and there's something in your dream, like I think it was Unbiased on the Fence, I was listening a little bit this morning, I don't know who was on, and they were talking about a dream they had about a wolf that was in the dream. And they think it might have been someone that was protecting them, not, but it was just watching them. And Shane said, but what feeling did you get? Not like I was looking at what feeling did you get, because that's what I'm saying. You know somebody by the energy you can read off them. It's about feelings. It's not about thought like MSM put out there to get you thinking. More like a carbon-minded. Yeah. Bride of Christ, so is humanity. So please, 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 please make sure you go and watch Magenta Pixie's last one she's just put up. But even if you haven't gone and checked her out, please go and check that out, because Brexit doesn't just mean Brexit, it means the wall and everything. And I was up late last night, that's why I'm tired, about 2 o'clock in the morning, listening to some Trump speeches about the wall, and it's beautiful. Beautiful what you can see. It's some really good stuff. Revel, what's going on between you and 50? What's going on? Well, when I've watched some streams of Magenta Pixie and did a meditation of something coming in, like a spirit guide, mine was a golden being. It was gold. Just remember, it just gold. It was gold. It didn't have a face or anything. It was just gold, which makes me laugh because it was manly. You know, the painting that I did ages ago, and it was just dark, and I can't figure out what it is. And I was like, But the Jupiter thing, I need to get into that more. I need to research a bit more on that, because I love that Jupiterians we are versus Saturnians. Yeah, so that's really interesting. Makes me want to go and watch the film again, Jupiter Ascending. I have seen it. It's got the reptilians in it and all that sort of stuff, but it does make me think now, oh yeah, because the guy in it at the beginning of the story didn't realise he was from Jupiter. Made me think, like, thing yet again. So, yeah. I know what the thing is with Neptune and Jupiter, like my ruler is Neptune, you know. So, I'm just like, and I love it. Check out Jupiter and Pluto this month. I'll have to look into it. Also tomorrow, I might do a little chat, and then I might come on again, or do it after the chat at the cartoon thing that I'm going to show you, which you'll get tomorrow. I love you all, really, and I love... Oh, thank you, Jupterians. Yay! So we need to speak fifth. We will get the Discord sorted out, because we can even talk in there private as well. We really do need to speak, and that would have been brilliant. But it wasn't nothing you got in. It was just we couldn't figure out the thing, and I'll tell. We'll get sorted out. But what I'm also going to do tomorrow is I'm just going to test this out now. So if you can't hear me properly, it's just because I'm moving the mic. But you know when I said I'm going to show you about, you know, when I do my little collages, like this one I drew, this one is all stuck in. I'm probably going to do a bit of a chat where I have a little chat and show you what I'm doing. So you won't see me, you'll see it like this. So I'm just going to test it now and see if it works. So hang on a minute. More like this. So it'll be more like this, and I'll be talking, and you can watch me gluing, because I just think it might be a nice, no, I won't drop it on the floor, a nice, something just relaxing to watch, you know, of me drawing and sticking my bits in and showing you what I do, and maybe the words that come up, just for relaxation. I want to do more of this, you know, just having a bit of a chat, but you won't see my face. I'll just be yakking, and I'll just be doing my pictures, because I think, if you can hear me, sorry, I think I want people to be relaxed. I want them to be, you know, it's just all about their positive vibes. I want, you know what I'm saying? Just positive vibes of me showing my work. And see, remember I did these celestial bodies at Christmas, I think it was. Remember? The little angels, I don't know. And it says, we hear your thoughts. Good thoughts bring good things. This I did at Christmas. I don't know if you can hear me, but I think you can. You know, these pages that I did. So if I'm doing it and just sat talking, and it's just more of a relaxation thing of showing you what I did. I mean, it's like this picture again. I didn't finish it in because I didn't colour this bit in. I will have to finish it. But was this Sophia Gaia again? It's a woman's face. It's earthly, the green and the flowers and stuff. So, you know, I'll probably do that tomorrow as well. But I think tomorrow I'm going to do a collage and put it all together, you know, and show you sort of how I do it, because it was just a book like this with tables and things on, but I'll be gluing over it. So just let me come back in again. There was the picture that it was. Oh, and it says on the side, love is the key. We are one. And I think Mother Earth, I think Gaia was a bit sad. Not anymore. So, I think that's what I might do tomorrow, because I need to bring more things that are, you know, my channel I talk about many things, and I need to finish this picture off, so I'll show you. Still getting layers put on it. So it looks nothing yet, but she's changing. It doesn't look anything yet, but it will do when I've started filling it in properly. But yeah, I want to bring things that are going to keep people relaxed as well. Just something nice to watch that I'm doing that's relaxing, because I think a lot of people are going to need this. And it's about bringing certain energies in of calmness, positivity, love and everything like that. You know, just good things, good things. So 2 and 3, 5 letters in Dolly. Well, my real name's Janine, and I laughed when I found out what the apparently what the Hebrew name is for Janine. So let's see if any of you know. Apparently, so I think there's 2 actually. In a sense, there is 2. So does anyone know what it is? You can Google it. Janine, Janine. And Trump shouted out, Janine's back, Janine's back. He didn't mean me, he meant Judge Janine or whatever Janine it is, I can't remember. Or is it a newsreader Janine? I was like, you're not the same name as me. Does anybody know? I'm going to see if anybody knows. Come on, people. Does anybody know? And like I said, the colours that came into my head today were gold and green. Gold and green. I am the tree that kept dropping leaves on Eddie. Does anybody know? I'm going to see if anyone knows. Well, I just look in my book of notes from today. That's why it's good to keep a notebook in case something comes in wherever you are, because this fits in my bag. You know, my handmade little notebooks that I make with a little handmade sweetie. And I haven't done anything today, Rachel, because I was at a party I didn't even know I was going to, so that went out the window. But it's a bit like... is it Cosmos, the lady, I can't remember what her first name is, said, she's like me, we don't organise anything. We take our kids to school, that's where we're organised. Apart from that, I don't organise anything, because I don't believe you need to be. You get what I mean? I've never been like that. Gift from God. Thank you, Tapper. I thought it was hilarious. It's nice, though. It was like, the Hebrew name for Janine is Gift from God. I thought, how, like... I don't mean I'm laughing at it, I mean I think it's lovely, but I was like, oh. Some people say from grace, from God. I was like, oh well, let's power on with that then. I was like, oh my god. So, I'm not telling you what the cartoon is that I'm breaking down tomorrow. Also, the new Netflix thing I'm watching is called Osmosis, and it's about... people trying to find the soulmate because they're in a time where they don't know how to love properly and stuff like that. And it's, I'm watching it. Yeah. Numbers are like 33, 23, 13. I used to live at number 13. Lived at number 6. I've lived at number... Oh, there was other numbers that I come up to and I was like, number 13 isn't a bad number either. Love the notebooks. Yeah, I make these like... I need to make some more. I've given some away for presents. I've just pulled that off myself. I've had this one for a bit though, and they have little different... If anyone's not seen before, they have 4 little notebooks inside, handmade notebooks inside, different ones. So you've got 4 different... Mine's got 3 in at the minute actually, but they have 4 spaces. So you've got 4 different ones. So you've got 4 sections to write in, like one I scribble ideas on, one might be for food list. They can be for anything, your bills or whatever, but 4, and because it's like bag size and it's laminated, it's small enough to put in my bag and I can take it anywhere. Yeah, 369, yeah, Tesla 369. So... Well, there's a lot in numbers and there's a lot in language and there's a lot in, a lot in numerology, languages, spells. Hi, John. Happy Saturday, everybody. Yeah. Or what's Saturday? What is Saturday now in the planets? Is it... I'm trying to think now. Is Saturn supposed to be... Is that supposed to be Sunday? What's Saturday? I can't even think. Off of my head. '13 was the date the Knights Templar were assassinated because the Knights Templar, the Pope... Yeah, well, That's another thing. I think we're going back to the round table. Not their round table. Their round table turned into the pyramid because there's a leader at the top. The round table, there is no leader. We're going back to the Knights of the Round Table, people. Camelot. The Vatican on the top of the queue list. I'm going to have to get this on here. And the Jesuits. It's on here somewhere. Knights of the let me just find it. It's here somewhere. Yes. Ooh, we're on the same wavelength. Where is it? I'm trying to find the old one. Where is this map when I'm looking for it? I'm going to have to take it off here. Just let me have a look. Right, Knights of the no. There somewhere. I've seen it. Solomon's Temple. Oh, where is it? I know it's right in front of my face and I can't see it. The Knights Templar. Says underneath, the Catholic military order. Knights of Malta. Well, they get under there. It says God's soldiers, and then it has a God's soldiers. Purge of the Templar. Friday the 13th of October 1307. Well, that's where I say I believe some things were good, but they made out that they're bad now because obviously. Now I'm going to say this how Magenta Pixie says it, and I've got to say this every time, so if I ever say it, you've got to correct me. We do not say anymore the powers that be. No. The powers that aren't. Yeah, because that's the frequency it's on, because they're not in control anymore. They know the control's been broken, and she says it beautifully. That's why please go and watch that, the latest one she's put out. She says we don't say that because it's giving energy to that entity of what they were doing. They're not in charge, so it's the powers that aren't. That's what we're pumping out. The powers that aren't. Okay? Powers that used to be. Exactly. The powers that used to be. They're not anymore, and they know it, and that's why it's beautiful in Magenta Pixie's one she put up today, because she said the powers that aren't, we are the starseeds. They knew the starseeds would wake up, and that's people waking up in truth and talking truth, and this, that, and they were aware. They knew this would happen. They knew it would happen. That's why they're pumping out stuff like chemtrails, all this stuff to dumb us down, to close off your pineal gland, so you wouldn't be aware and wake up to the fact that's what's going on, of the organic ascension that happens all the time. You can look back, it happened before. Certain things came and gave technology to us, and then things went down again because, you know, we weren't aware, we got dumbed down. The organic ascension, we are the organic matrix, not their false one. When people are going on about that matrix, a matrix that's never sat well with me properly, yeah, they were bringing it in, but we are the organic, cosmic, rose, pentagram, blueprint, and they knew it. They knew this time would come because they've seen more people waking, more starseeds talking. I like to say starseeds, it's lovely. The seeds were planted, you know, waking up, and they knew this time would come, and like she said, that's why they're in fear. They know what's happening. So behind the scenes, it doesn't look like that on mainstream media, obviously, but behind the scenes are like this. Oh my god, we've got to run here and run on. Really? It's like when Trump first came in, they did a picture of him like water, and he was all calm up here, but his legs were paddling underneath, because it's like they knew it, they had to get all this stuff done. Now it's them. Trump's like, calm down now. He's like, yeah, I'm cocky. I'm going to put pictures of Joe Biden up there. I'm going to tweet this out. You're the ones that are like this under the water of mainstream media, kicking your legs everywhere, trying to look calm on top, but you're not really. So the powers that were, ping, 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 ping. The powers that were. So never say when you're talking, the powers that, because they're not anymore. So change your words, because words have a lot to do with spells. We don't talk like that. We are ascending. Things are are coming in. We've done it already. It's already happened. And like I've said, and I've said to friends before who think I'm mad, as above, so below. Just like she said today, and I was like, yes. I mean, that's what I say. People say it in different words. As above, so below. It's been manifested up there in heaven, the cosmos, the universe, whatever you want to call that. But when it's worked there, like they say, when they've been fighting up there, the wars up there in heaven, whatever you want to say, they come down to earth, it's manifested up there, then it comes into the physical. That's why we've got to keep working at it. So it's not that you sit there and think, we've meditated, we've done this, let's leave it. Yeah, we have won, but you've got to keep at it. We don't want people falling asleep. Organic ascension. The ascension is awareness, truth, light, new ways of thinking, consciousness, connecting, unity, sovereignty, transmuting bad to the good, lead to gold. Lead's quite heavy and dense to gold. 007. Hi guys, I'm listening but driving. Hi. Are you shaken but not stood? Yes, I managed to give you one. I can't do it in live chat. It was after, I think, so I was like, I'll just check it out. So don't be in fear, because that's what that side wanted. What's it called? The artificial matrix, yeah, wants you to be in fear. They're collecting your energy. The more you're in fear and anxiety and hurt and angriness and all this, their spells were working, but we got in there. Starseeds have been working for a very, very long time, if you want to call it that. They know they've lost. They know it's coming in. Why we've got to keep at it. So, very secretive. You analyse until you're ready, and then you believe that they are somehow locking people into the Saturn matrix as we anchor in. She even talked about the black box. Oh, what words did she use? We know about the black box. The black box program, or the black box. We know all about that, because they're getting people in that way of thinking. From Washington DC. We are the cool kids. Punk rock of the news. We are Ivan Great. Hello and welcome, because yes, I'm a Q follower. I'm not always I don't do the drops and stuff. I just do, and I'm big into JFK Jr. still being alive. It's just sit back a bit more now. I can see what's going on. We've won, but we have to keep pumping positivity and love. Just great things. We have to be positively putting stuff out all the time and talking truth, and then it keeps us on the timelines. That timeline has come in. That alignment of the physical and the spiritual, which I've always been shouting out, comes in, and then a gate opens like a stargate. We are our stargate. We are our stargate. We're aligning. We're aligning. So, Cubit Mecca or some yeah, all that sort of stuff. But please, 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 please check out today, when you've got time, Magenta Pixie's latest video, and listen to it from beginning to end, and you're just like, yeah, that's why it's all about being aware, but we've still got to be pumping positivity out all the time, because we don't want to fall back in that all the time. That's how it will be forever, Well, once they remove CERN, well, they've shut down CERN, haven't they? Shut it down last year, I think. And I've had someone going, this, that. It's like, shut it down. Dolly, yes, my cousin is alive, JFK. Yeah, so, yeah, it got shut down last year. CERN got shut down last year. And one of my friends was like, oh, yeah, but they did that a few years ago. I said, no, it's been shut down. Let's face it, Trump's in charge, do you know what I mean? It's been shut down. A lot of things happened that you picked up on with Q. So, what we all saying? Anyway, I'm going to go in a minute. So, how is everybody feeling? Is Dave still in the house? How's everybody feeling? That's why I said I'm going to come for a chat tomorrow, a breakdown of a cartoon. It just popped in my head. I thought it'd be fun. And then I'm going to do some arting and have a nice chat about positivity and doing stuff, like I always say, that keeps you in a positive mindset, because you need it right now. Why did it get shut down? Well, What's the thing about CERN? I don't know. Was it being used for something bad? If anyone saw the CERN opening ages ago, it was a bit like that was satanic. Who knows? Or is it going to be pumped back up again, but to be used for good? Because like I've said before I go, Tesla was for humanity. They took his ideas, nixed them, stole them, put them on a meter, and we're using his stuff for the dark side. Taking it back. So, if we need CERN for something, we could use it for good. Just saying. But it did get shut down. Oh, Trump played his cards right, definitely. Got the Trump card. Oh. A bit tired, have a crazy dreams like I work in teams of 8 to clean. I've been having more dreams. That's why I've got my book and I'm like, I'm having a dream about a turtle and the Jupiter, the word Jupiter, and some other things that I can't remember. Maybe they'll come back to me. Suffering with very bad vertigo. Oh. I got a funny ringing in my left ear last night before I went to sleep. I was like, you know what it was? I was like, left ear. So, Saturn magnetic matrix. Hold on Earth. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Like that's the story I heard was Saturn is pumping all the negative, horrible energy on. Like I said, different planets have different effects. But maybe that's because we're going through that shift where that will go, because another alignment of a planet comes. It happens all the time, the cycle of life. There's another song that came in my head again today while I was sat in the garden, and it was The Circle of Life. You know Simba, the Lion King? I was like, yep, because it happens all the time. It's if we wake up at the right time when these alignments come in, so we can align, so we ascend, we transmute things, etc., with Gaia. Jupiter is of knowledge. Yeah, and it's all about knowledge, because knowledge will set us free. The truth will set us free. That's why I think people are coming into the knowing. It's the knowing, the happening, all them words. The ringing is always a transmission for me lately. Yeah, well, funny enough, I had that. Went to sleep, I asked to dream. Had that dream about the turtle, the little boy doing a volunteering, and I was with him, and I had the sheet in my hand, what he'd written on it. I was like, what? Can't see properly, but it feels as if we are on the brink of we are on the brink. We are. It's the Great Awakening. The frequencies are becoming more in tune with what people are feeling. Yes, those who understand get it, and those who don't are becoming more on edge. Yeah, because the ones who don't get it are in fear because they don't understand what's going on. For example, over here it's Brexit. We voted out, we're not out. They keep kicking it, oh, we're getting angry, we're getting rid of it. Exactly. That's why it's called the Great Awakening. It's bigger than people know. Jupiter is everything right now, I speak and explain on my channel. Yeah, I'll have to look at it, I'll have to catch up fifth, but that's what I talked about. Jupiter ascending last year sometime, I was saying about that film, but the more sort of other people have been talking about, and I'm like, it makes sense. So yeah, at the minute, Jupiterians we are versus Saturnians, because they're like the ones who want that. They're the ones with the pentagram upside the other way. They wanted to bring the new world order in of the upside down world. We're spinning it back round again to the right way up. To the right way. That's why people say, I've seen videos on, oh, they're putting pentagrams everywhere from the ground. You know, you can see them from up above on the ground. It's like, yeah, well, they will, but they'll invert them the wrong way round. They know about geometric shapes and stuff, but they use it to their advantage for the dark side. There's light magic and there's dark magic. They use the dark magic on Magenta Pixie's channel again today. Brilliant, the way she explains it is how I've always thought. There's a dark side and a light side. We're going into unity. When we do that, we go into truth, knowledge and light and love. There is no duality of the dark and the light, intentions, magic, whatever you want to call it, because everything is just love and everything is just positivity and everything is just it's just being. And someone else will watch you. I'll have to find the name out and tell you tomorrow, because I can't remember off the top of my head who it is, who channels these things in, was saying came from a world where, and that's how I see it, a world where everybody helps each other. They don't work with money, and I hope that's how it'll probably go in the end. In I don't know when. They don't work with money. Everyone helps each other. They all have beautiful houses, 3-story high with gardens underneath with running water. If your neighbours help you build a house, you help them build a house. When it's free time, everyone gets together and communicates, and there's lots of beautiful arts and music, and I thought that is just the way we want to live. They don't work because everything's free, but you help each other to build someone else's house because they help you. No one desires everything because everyone's got everything because they help each other in their communities. They grow the food. That's the sort of jobs you go to. You like grow the food, but it's not like work as we know it. And I thought, this is beautiful. So yeah, Jupiter electric, Saturn magnetic, natural human matrix. Yeah. The Hopi, and funny enough, the woman on the card looked to me, if it's in here, a bit sort of, because she's got dark hair. Don't know if you can see properly. A bit Hopi Indian sort of with dark hair, as if the things on her head looks like feather headdress, which it does, but she's a water sign. Blue as well. Water's above, water's below. Got a lovely sun behind a golden sunlight. So yeah, beautiful. So I will just ask once again, because I wasn't looking properly, how is everybody's energy? I really, really do want to know. You've not got to let this things, you've got to be in like proper, come on. We're winning, folks. We've already won. We're just waiting for the physical manifestation, which is happening. So I had visions in meditation of being Hopi in a previous life. Well, do you know what I got told when I went to this meditation thing years ago with an ex that I was with years ago? That one of my past lives, apparently, was, I said something like a woman picking tea leaves. I'm not saying it's an Indian woman. Well, an Indian maybe in India, but she had long dark hair and she was very happy. And I just remember seeing her and thinking she was so happy because she was in the sun. She was just picking tea leaves. You know, she was outside in the fresh air, sun. And that's what she was doing. And then another one was I saw a woman, which makes me laugh because mine's going white, with white hair stood at an oak tree in a Victorian dress, but she was crushing something in a bowl, you know, with a pestle and mortar, which made me sort of think a medicine woman, a witchy woman, something to do with something. And I know one of my Nana's sisters was a nurse, something, I don't know, but I was like, but she had a white dress on. White, long hair, which I see myself when I'm older, if I want to grow my hair long and white, not have it cut off when it goes white, and want it long. And she was stood underneath an oak tree. I didn't know that one of my surnames, Shield, I think, if I'm right when I looked into it, Irish, was the oak tree. And I was like, no way. An oak is very like wisdom. It's good like the oak tree. I've always loved trees, and that's why I like Lord of the Rings, the one with the trees that walk and talk, because they're very knowing, knowledge and wisdom and connections and all that sort of beautiful stuff. And they've known for a very long time, like the stars. A lot of some trees have been here for a very, very long time, like beings. They connect. You cried all night last night. Why was you crying? I'm not going to lie. Mariah Carey. Well, you shouldn't let it hurt you. Yes, long hair always, exactly. And then the girl that I met today, who's called Janine, I've not seen her for a bit, and I was like, oh, your hair's white. And she's like, oh, I couldn't be bothered dyeing it anymore. And she's the one who loves Trump and that. She went, we love Trump. She was like, no. She went, I can't be bothered. She went, everyone was looking at me going, oh, you can't let your hair go white. And she went, I'm going to get a skunk line. She went, if I don't let it go now. So I went, that's why I'm doing it. Not that you can see mine properly. It looks darker on camera and it's not. And I was like, I don't want to. I just want to grow it long as I can. I want to be a grandmother with long white hair. So instead of, cutting it off and, old biddy hair, you know, cutting it off and permanent one, and no, grow it long. So, yeah. Well, we're not talking about Mariah Carey. I'm just saying, how are you feeling in your energy? That's what I wanted to know. You know? Your room always makes me smile. My room? So we will see how this ends up, because I don't know what it's going to end up in. Because she's got dark hair at the minute. I know it doesn't look like anything at the minute because I've not put any detail in or layers or anything, but it reminded me of Snow White. 7 dwarfs, the 7 planets, the 7 wonders of the world. Oh yeah, the secretary is called Janine. And the truth talker, is it the newsreader Janine, or is it Judge Janine that Trump likes when he was like, Janine's back? Oh yeah, I am. Janine's back. Yeah, I've got my new top on, but it looks white and it's not. It's like a pale lavender blue. I'm a bit sunburnt as well, which is good. I don't put sun cream on. Empathic, I don't know what you're talking about. Remember your love is lifting me high. Yeah, I think I've sang that one as well, hasn't it? Well, that's what we all need to do. It's about lifting the vibrations, yeah. Your love is lifting me higher, higher, higher and higher. 'Cause your love's... Can't do this bit. Lifting me. Can't do that bit. Hi from Ireland. Hello. My second name's Irish. Oh, hello from Ireland. Are you a QAnona? But well, if you did get married to Mariah Carey, then good luck. Many blessings. But I'm asking you what your energy's like today. What was the astronomy? Oh, the old one, Rachel, was... It's an old one. I look on eBay for old books. I don't like getting brand spanking new ones. This. Astrology, a famous exploration of its history, methods, mythology and meaning. So it's just brilliant because it's got loads of old pictures in it. Going through lots of different things, like I said before, where the astrology signs affect our body. So the bodily bodies above affect our bodily bodies below, and there's Pisces, rooted, grounded. Astrology. I did my sister's card reading the other day and it was spot on. I was like, but that's because I know her, so I need to keep practicing. But some of the cards that I've been pulling out, other people have been pulling out for me, and I'm like I said, the Spider's Web one, I'm like, wow, and even saying the Cosmic Web, and I'm like, yes. What's this one? Oh, intuitive. Mine's pretty good. Low. Oh, love older books. Yeah, I love older books. Mine's pretty good. Been playing with my cards I just got. Oh, which ones did you get? Nature's Whispers, were they? Alright, empathic, yes. Just comment on one of my tracks. Oh, that's lovely. You're in a funny mood today or something? Sorry, I'm just having a flick through. No, got Crystal Tower. Ah, very good. See, there's the picture of the economy of the horoscope. You know, you've got Earth and all the, you know, the houses that affect. Look at the pattern it's making. But yeah, this book's lovely. It's a good book. It goes like from the beginning, how people got into it and different things, and wars, the Russian revolutionaries in 1917 firing on their, I don't know what it says, enemies, although astrologers disagree as to the spheres of Neptune's influence, the influences of the bodily, the bodies above. Some have suggested that this planet in Leo causes revolutions. The slow-moving Neptune was last in the sign at the time of the Russian Revolution. So, Neptune, there's Neptune. That's it. We see Neptune stands not only for sensation, but for the absorption of the self into something great and wonderful. Such a modern dictatorships. I'm trying to look for it. There we are. I think Jupiter. Let's find Jupiter. Pluto, Jupiter. Yeah, right. Let me find it. Let me see. Saturn. I'll have to read Saturn. Jupiter. Dolly, how is Waxman? Yeah, he's okay. He comes in more on the chats of Q, you know. Jupiter is he's actually going away for a walk, so you won't be seeing him. He goes up Scotland walking, hiking. Jupiter is the tycoon planet and is after, let me read this out. Jupiter is the tycoon planet and it is after him, since he is also known as Jove. Is it Jove? It looks like love but with J. That people are described as Jovril? I don't even know how to say that. His keywords are expansion and preservation. If it says anything in here, direction. Oh, the noble planet. It is very pure and clear of nature. There you go. And not very hot. But he is all virtues, and there are fixed in Jupiter 2 noble signs of love. There you go. Love. Oh, here we go again. Love. Here we go again. I've not read this. Hi. Clear and pure of nature and not very hot. 2 noble signs of love. The one is Pisces. Hello. And the other is Sagittarius. Signs of no evil nor unhappiness. This planet may do no evil. He is the best of all other 7. Jupiter. We're Jupiterians. There you go. Boom. He keeps the liver of the man, because remember it affects our bodies as well, and maintains it joyously. He can cause boredom or embarrassment. The Jupiter man tends to get things too easy, to talk too big, to deceive himself. Let me see what else it says. He shall love green colour and grey. I said the colour that came in last night was gold and green, and he loves grey. My hair's going grey. He shall be very happy in merchandise. He shall have plenty of gold and silver, and he shall love to sing and to be honestly merry. And of the man he governs the stomach and the arms. So let me see what else it says. Jupiter. Also, the aspects Jupiter in square with Mars will. Yeah, right, it's not that one. Conjunction Jupiter. Oh, great conjunctions of Jupiter and Saturn. That cold old planet who is our next subject. So just let me read this one out about Saturn. Until fairly recent times, Saturn was the most distant of the known planets. His distance made him seem both slow and cold, and these qualities were enhanced by the traditional character of the god Saturn, the Greek Kronos, who got identified with Kronos, old father time. Yep, heard all that before. In the Middle Ages, Saturn was said to carry something of a sickle because he does more execution than receding than when advancing. And just as Kronos, before Zeus, had been king of the gods, so Saturn in many times and places was thought of as the most powerful single planet, perhaps because he was a notorious, is it male fic or something? The Roman historian wrote that of the 7 stars that rule human affairs, there we go, because the 7 planets, the Snow White and the 7 dwarfs, which are planets, by the way, that story, the rule human affairs, it's the energies again, has the highest sphere and the chief power. Like many of the ancients and their accessors, would have assumed that the highest sphere, i.e. the greatest distance from the Earth in the centre of the system, actually conferred the chief power. Saturn is the governor of old age. Well, and his key word is limitation. Well, boom, we've had a lot of limitations. He is essentially curious. Even the ancient Babylonians, there's that word again, called him the steady one. He is a ruling planet of Scotland. Well, as far back as, I think it says Tacitus, I don't even know, it says Saturn was considered the planet of Judaism. Uses this to explain the Jewish observation of the Sabbath, which was also Saturn's day. In the Middle Ages, the famous Scottish astrologer Michael Scott, contrasting him with Jupiter, the patron of the true believers, boom, the true believers, points out that Saturn is the patron of pagans and Jews who are as slow to believe as the planet is slowing in getting about the sky. This is just what the book says. Description of Saturn was quoted in chapter 1. When he reigns, there is much theft used, and little charity, much lying and much lawing one against the other, and great prison. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? What's imprisonment and much debate and great wearing, and old folk shall be very sickly. Well, there's a lot of people who are sick, isn't there? And many diseases shall reign among people. Well, that's what's going on, isn't it? And especially in the chief hours of Saturn, and therefore this planet is linked to age, as hard, hungry, suspicious, and whatever that says. That souldom is content with everything, for Saturn is the enemy to all things that grow and bear life of nature. See, we're natural, that's not. For the cold and stormy bitterness of his time. There, Venus and Jupiter are warm and moist. Saturn is traditionally cold and dry, and is linked with the humour, and they all worship Saturn, don't they? Satan, you know, Hollywood and all that. Humour, and according to the ancient Hermetic books, his planets include, is it Astro? I don't even know what that says, and the House Leak. The qualities assigned by the calendar, but it's spelled different, to Saturnian types, seem an older mixture than with, and I'll come in chat after I've read this, so I can't see what anyone's saying, than with most of the older planets. He that is born under Saturn shall be false, envious, and full of debate, and full of law. And he shall be cunning in curing of leather, and a great eater of bread and fish. And he shall have a stinking breath, and he shall be heavy, thoughtful, and malicious, a robber, a fighter, a full whatever that says, and yet he shall keep counsel well, and he is wise in counselling, and he shall love to sin. Well, sounds like somebody, doesn't it? Not all these traits seem in keeping with the planet of old age and caution. No more does that follows. He shall be a great speaker of tales, jousts, and chronicles. He shall have little eyes, black hair, great lips, broad shoulders, and shall look downward. He shall not love Sermos, is it, nor go to church. The calendar goes on to recount how vindictive Saturn people are. Well, that side is definitely from Saturnian, isn't it? And we are definitely Jupterians. Because that's what I sent to Fifth World yesterday. And how cold in charity. Their favourite colour, of course, is black. Do you know what? I'm sorry to anyone who wears black. It doesn't mean that you are from, if you like black. I have never liked black. I'll wear black pants. I will never wear a black top. I don't like it. I don't like it on my skin tone. I just see it as... I don't mean if anyone wears black. I just never liked it. It drains the colour from me. What a pain. When you can't breathe. Colour is black. Much of this black box, black cube, just saying. Saturn, worship him. This is driven from, I don't even know what that says, who also noted that Saturn makes you hairy-chested, but only when he's rising. In Hindu astrology, the planet is given an equally gloomy character. He is personified as lame, clothed in black, with long nails and teeth, because it's like the Satan, isn't it? That's what it is, the energies of that thing above. Gilding all kinds of wickedness in spite of his bleak picture. Saturn, like Mars, is needed in the heavenly kaleidoscope. What does it say, right? A person with a good Saturn. A good Saturn is like a planet with sound roots. In the Middle Ages, Saturn was much connected with magic. Some even thought that for magical purposes he was more use than the moon. Well, it just goes on and goes on. And what does it say there? Symbols designed to do wearer good for his enemy's harm. Saturn was represented as a man riding a dragon, holding a sickle and dressed in black on a panther skin. What powers are attributed to him are shown by the remarks of the 13th century Bishop of Paris, who was extremely interested in astrology but would not go so far as to admit what is so celebrated among the astrologers, viz. that a statue will speak like a man if one casts it of bronze in the rising of Saturn. What does that say? Sorry, I'm just skipping some of it. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, what does this say? The soul is faint-hearted. It hides itself in literally nooks. It is distrustful, frightened, seeks its way through brambles and it's entangled in them. Its moral habits are... I don't know what it says. One more historical example. In the 17th century, William Lilly described the hard-drinking Welsh clergyman who had taught himself astrology as the most Saturnian person in my eyes ever beheld, Soldan without a black eye. Saturn's zodiacal signs are Capricorn, Aquarius, blah, 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 blah. Other astrologers are more ready to recognise the helpful side of Saturn. Evangeline Adams writes, the Saturn position of any man represents his wisdom, that is to say, his innate and... Sorry, I'm just trying to skip. Well, funny that, but it's not funny. But yeah, I'm not reading all of it, but basically the beginning of that about Saturn and the energies and that were not good, and that's what I believe has been which has been ruling us, fear and deceit and lies and all that sort of stuff, so yeah, I would say Jupterians for the truth and Sagittarians, however you say it, not for it. Losing. That's interesting. Dolly Dream, Rachel wants to know who is the author of the show. Oh, sorry. It is. It is. Yeah, I just go on and put a thing in, and I just look at the book that jumps out to me. It is I think it's by Lewis McNeice, which is Lewis, Louis, and then Mac, M-A-C, Mac, together, Nice, Neice. And that's the picture. Should really take it off, I just like it like that. But it's a really, really good book. It's got loads of diagrams in it, and like I said, I'm going to have to start reading through it. I'm still at the beginning. Just to make it, I'm got so many books on the go. And then tonight's read is, where's it gone? The Starseeds, you know? So, but I need to go because I said I wasn't going to stay on, and I have done, so I'm going to go and chill out now because I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Waxman's coming round tomorrow. We're going to go hi, drop some stuff off before he goes on this walk. So tomorrow I'm going to do the breakdown on the cartoon, hopefully, if I'm not tired, and do some collaging just for a positive, calming thing. It'll be a positive picture, obviously. You don't want negative pumping out anywhere. That's why I said you've got to stick to positive art, positive music, positive people, positive music, positive everything, positive thoughts, because it all goes in alignment. We're not letting negativity in. That's why I've said before, I'm not having negativity people in this chat. If I see comments that are overly negative, they will be getting deleted. I've just thought that before, they'll definitely be getting deleted. I'm not having, I don't care what other people say, I'm not having that energy residing, because that energy has resided, let's say, the Sagittarians for a long, long time. And no, I'm not having it. We are not letting that in. We say no to the powers that were, because you ain't anymore. We don't say be, you were, not coming in. What a great Saturday for a chat. Yeah, well, I wasn't supposed to be coming on for a chat, but I ended up coming on for chat. So I'll be doing this tomorrow as a chat, and then a view where you'll just see this after the cartoon chat. Let's see if anyone, before I go, can guess what cartoon I'm going to be doing a breakdown on. And it came into my head this morning. Just think, Carbon, 666, Mark of the Beast. Bit of a clue there. Anybody? I'm going to get the pictures up as well so I can show you it all and go through it. Anybody? Smurfs, no. Mark of the Beast. Cartoon. Disney. Disney. Oh, sorry, Tyler, I'll do it in a minute. Nope. Take 10 mins. Listen. Mark of the Beast. Yes. Yes, JP. Think about that song. Tale as old as time. Do 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 do. Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time. He is the Beast. She wears a golden dress at the end, doesn't she? But I'm going to show you tomorrow with pictures what popped in my bonds this morning of that film and the certain things in it and who the people are. So I think that'll be a bit of fun tomorrow, just to show you how my head works. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I just thought I'd come and do it because I thought, yeah, because it is a tale as old as time. Do 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 do. Beauty and the Beast. Never-ending story. It's all in all the films and cartoons. That's the thing. But just because it popped into my head this morning, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do the cartoon. That'll be quite good. So that's what I was supposed to be doing today, was cutting the pictures down so I could show you who was what and what I thought. It's only my perception on it. But I didn't get a chance because I went to a party I didn't know I was going to, and Finn was sick everywhere, and yeah, so I didn't get a chance to do it. So what I'm going to go and do now is chill out, listen to maybe some streaming of Unbiased on the Fence or whatever, and I'm going to get on with my Technicolor Dream Carol. I'm only joking. It looks like... Get on with my blanket. I'm so chuffed, it's getting bigger. Look at all this that I've done. Because I like to sit outside, I might just use it for myself. I was going to make some. I probably make some and end up selling them, but I was just like, oh, it's so lovely. I love it. I'm so proud of it. It's very therapeutic. It's like meditating, doing your stitches. That's why I say, yeah, I will do the Rachel, don't worry, you know, my brain's like a sieve. But because I thought, I didn't know I was going out today, as in to a party, I didn't do it. So I promise I will get them done. Try and get them done tomorrow. Ooh, and I better go because my friend's calling. So I'll just, I shall see you later. But it's just really funny that I met a friend today with the same name. She loves Trump, and I've told her about Q, and I've told her to check out Joe M. And yeah, and she's like, yeah, we know this, you know. And like, come on, winning, won already. Some people knit covers for trees, chairs and everything, but I sit outside on my decking, so it'll just be nice. I think what I'm going to do with it before I go is, I think I'm going to make a massive one and buy some more wool next month when I've got some extra money and just keep adding to it. It might end up like a throw on my bed or on my, you know, something to snuggle up in for winter. I don't know. But Dolly, thanks for the show. You're welcome, Lulu. Yeah, so breakdown on Beauty and the Beast tomorrow, and a bit of arting to go along with it after for meditation, relaxing, anxiety. Bring your anxiety down. I just want you to know you've got to believe, because they have belief systems. It's about believing. Your belief is very strong in the positivity. You've just got to take a sit. You've got to know. You've got to be aware. We've still got to pump this stuff out, the truth. But it's all good, people. There's going to be chaos, because out of chaos comes good things. That is going to happen. But please, please, please go over right now, or when you've got a chance, and watch Magenta Pixie, the last one she just put out about Brexit. Listen to the whole thing. If you're on that wavelength, you will absolutely love what she's saying. And if you haven't come across the channel, you might want to listen to some other stuff. She never used to talk about Trump. Now she is. He, like I said, is a manifestation of what people, they needed someone in the physical realm. It's already happened up there. We've won up there. Come to help. So please go and listen to it, because it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant how she puts it across from the 9, you know. If you don't know what that is, then you'll find out if you go to that channel. Top one, nice one, top one. So stop fearing and leave the... Yes, exactly, Fifth World. Stop fearing. It's all about fear-mongering. Everything. All about the fear. Once you step out of fear, into love, into truth, into knowing, everything becomes a lot easier, and manifestations will come in quickly and everything. So, yes. That's why you've got to try and stay in you. You know, we're working at it all the time to stay like this. Well, have you got any seeds in your eye? No, I haven't. No, I need to do some tomorrow. Like I said, I didn't know I was going out. So, I planted my rose bush today. So I've got to find my sweet peas. I don't know, can they go in yet? I've got to do all that. I've got to dig loads out. I need to cut the grass tomorrow. I need to dig some other beds out. I've got so much to do in the garden. I left it a bit late last time, but they did fine. So yeah. So I'm going to try and grow Brussels. But yeah, so I'm going to go. I've got a few things to go and chill out to. Finish this off. And I shall see you tomorrow for Beauty and the Beast. That's why I was going to title it Carbon and the Diamond. He's the beast. She's the diamond. And I'll talk about that tomorrow. So, Paul from Newcastle. Hi, but I'm going now. So, I shall catch you all tomorrow. Where we go one week wall. And keep shining, people. And I'll try and switch this off now. So, catch you all later. Or tomorrow, I should say. Bye.